very well then. So, let's get the important thing out of the way first then. Snoopy, what are you doing with your car?
I believe I left it behind because I thought we were coming back, but we're not, so I got another car.
Good. That's the last we shall speak of that car until the finale then.
But I've got future plans written down. I'm going to go and I'm going to do lots of stuff to that car.
He's gonna make love to his car.
I hope he doesn't, but you know, madness and whatever else, it could very well happen.
It would be very Japanese of him.
Actually, the Japanese aren't really known for making love to the cars.
But other various machinery they do, apparently.
So,
Well, you're taking Dylan's testament for things there.
Hey, I heard that in many different sources.
Many different sauces? Were they okay sauces or were they awesome sauces?
they were awesome sauces.
Very delayed laughter from Connor.
It was.
I have a feeling that if you see Connor right now, you just have like a small scrolling banner across his head, like a marquee thing saying processing. His face has just turned into the Windows swirly icon for busy.
So, as I understand it, we have Benny, Jim, and Debbie in the car, and we have Howard and Lazarus in a plane, all heading towards Gamwell.
Woo!
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, because we're gonna camp there for the night, I think.
Many preparations were made. Just out of curiosity, how many explosives are you holding on you, and how many are in cargo and whatever? Because I know you made quite a lot of them. Connor.
I do have a list of how many he made.
Let me get my character sheet up, and I will tell you.
Okay, no worries then.
I don't think I got any of the explosives on me. I didn't trust myself with them.
We'll resolve Howard and Lazarus first, because they'll get there much quicker than the other two.
For reference, I am carrying my handgun, my brass knuckles, my lockpick, I'm wearing my fabulous sparkly studded overalls. I have one flare gun and 2 handheld flares and a double barrel shotgun.
I got a 45 revolver and a Martini Henry. And my medicine
You are armed
supplies.
to the teeth to deal with something.
I am.
Probably.
Possibly.
And I got a pinch of salt.
A pinch of salt. 1 pinch.
Fabulous.
I've brought my salt shakers, refilled salt
Oh,
shakers.
and the blackjack, of course. I couldn't forget that. Just in case I feel like clubbing a coldest over the head.
Yep, that's gonna happen based on your character thus far. Okay.
It could have.
Style dating.
We gotta face this at night.
No, we're coming back tomorrow. Oh, actually, we will. It starts at 10,
It is the
doesn't it?
morning. You spent the day preparing last night. Actually, no, it is now approaching afternoon, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, because Connor made his work explosives overnight, and then you went out to get the car and do last-minute shopping, and then you came back, and then you're off. So,
Yeah.
it is about 2 p.m. as Connor, once you've made a pilot check.
Oh, God, don't kill us now.
Pilot roll.
100.
I actually have to get the website out. Give me 1 moment.
Yeah, nice.
We're all good.
Internet's being a bit wibbly.
Yeah, your mic just kind of being weird
Yes,
as well, so I guess it's for the internet. All low bitted.
Crashes in a firewall explosion, which does incidentally kill the cultists.
Mission accomplished.
In fact, flattens the entire area. Considering he's carrying whiskey and
I didn't do it right.
You didn't do it right. What did you roll?
I have a 42 skill, and I rolled an... Sorry, I have a 43 skill, and I rolled an 84.
I thought you had higher than that. Oh, God.
So
When I get in this
that's
plane.
double your skill. Okay.
I'm not getting in your plane, mister.
You're not
It's a good job we're in the car. We just watch his spetter.
About halfway through, you encounter some really bad turbulence, and this causes you to lose control of the plane, which is now descending quite rapidly. Another pilot check, please.
Oh.
I hope you
we
have a
see this?
parachute.
Can we
This is
see
to
this
make an
from the
emergency
highway?
landing at this point, Connor. If you failed this one as well, I'm going to have to go
Yeah,
slightly more
parachute.
severe. I'm not going to kill you off of one check, but keep failing.
I'm gonna
okay,
chuck a
13.
parachute on.
13. Okay. You're able to just about regain control of the craft, skimming the low tree and the high tree line as it happens, but you're able to just about keep control of things. However, you are going to have to land. You are going to have to land fairly soon, otherwise you are going to crash.
Does the patcher
Yes.
have to roll to check his pants for poo?
Later.
After he's done landscaping.
That's part of
Brown
the
trousers
insanity check.
time.
Meanwhile, Howard, how are you doing?
Feeling pretty sick, I imagine.
Okay.
Are we all in the plane?
Can I have
the
one
rest of
final
us-
pilot check from you,
I'm not
Connor?
got any explosives on me. How many explosives have you got, Connor? I thought we gave most of the car,
What,
right?
Shadow?
One final pilot check from you.
54.
Oh, dear.
Fail?
Yes, it is a fail.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a rough landing into somebody's farm, and unfortunately,
Oh my
it doesn't
God,
go
it's mine,
particularly
isn't it?
well.
Is it my farm?
No, he's
Well,
got a bit
that would be
further
really
than that.
terrible. Those who just went up in the sky and fell down again.
You crash through a load of what time is it?
Forest.
August. You basically crush all of the pumpkin crops of somebody's farm before colliding with a load of barriers, fences, and sliding on for a considerable amount of time.
Congratulations, you're a member of Smashing Pumpkins.
The landing gear
How's
on your
the
plane is.
plane?
You can already assume this just from how bad it went on the landing. You've wrecked your landing gear. You're not getting up anytime soon. And also, you're at least 3 miles from where you're supposed to be.
Oh, dear.
Oh, there goes our aerial scout that we're gonna do. Alright,
Yeah.
take the gear out. We
In the
got
meantime, both of you take.
So I'm gonna limp away.
You both take 3 hit points of damage from the impact.
Can I try to patch him up?
Ow.
Yeah, you can do immediate first aid on both of you. Pass on Howard
61.
and check for yourself.
Righto.
To see if he has all his parts.
No,
No.
he's doing first aid on both.
He's doing
people.
first aid on both of them, presumably.
And then a 40.
Okay. Lazarus gets 2 hit points back, and Howard gets 1 hit point back. And you've crashed into somebody's field.
A pumpkin.
What are you going to do?
They can deal
Grab the
with it.
gear and get jogging.
Okay, you're just going to get jogging. Do you know roughly which way you were
It just
going?
felt like a run.
I'll ask the navigator.
No.
Make a luck roll then.
There's no GPS.
Actually, I'm going to make a
Oh,
luck roll
compass,
for
yeah.
you
whichever one
must,
of
you
you's
must have been
leaving.
flying a certain way,
No,
right?
he knew which way he was going, but obviously
Yes,
he didn't
but
crash.
when you're crashing, you're generally paying attention to flying the plane instead of where you're going.
Right, I've just made a luck roll for you. You think you know roughly where you were going. So you two are heading off. This means, though, that, contrary to what I thought was going to happen, the car is going to arrive there first.
Hooray.
So,
Awesome.
okay.
You can turn it into a flying car if you like.
No, we don't turn this into a flying car. It is about 5:30 as you arrive onto the...
I look like
Actually, which one of you remembers... Where did any of you go to, Gamwell?
I didn't know,
Oh.
but I think the rest did.
Debbie and
Yeah.
Snoops did.
Yeah, no, enough that you went to Gamwell. You eventually come up to various roads. You can notice a lot of dying vegetation as you approach where the former town centre was. Most of the buildings you can already see have been burned to the ground.
Probably
In
that's
some
us.
catastrophe, a lot of burnt tree stumps are still around. But anything that isn't been burnt seems to be dying around this area. It's entirely greying and browning and yellowing all around there.
Okay.
Is there salt on it?
Sorry.
Is there any visible fault?
None that you can see. It would from what you know, the town had a sort of gas leak. This would have been nearly 2-3 months ago.
So then,
Probably longer than that, actually, thinking about this. I'm trying to remember my weekly timetable. But, you know there was a major gas leak, or at least that was the story, anyway. Okay, Howard is going to jog the crash off, while you three are now in the ruins of Gamwell.
Like you do. So, yeah, I don't know a thing about this place. I've never been. Give me a clue.
Can we see any fresh tire tracks going through the town?
Let me just check your abilities here. I mean, you can see some, but you can't tell anything about how recent they are. There are a few. You can see the old road effectively. You know the road leading up to Mr. Cornthwaite's estate is there. In fact, the graveyard and cemetery is one of the few places that seems to have survived intact in town. But you know it's about a mile up that road in order to get to the estate.
Okay.
The actual town, it looks abandoned and dying.
Right.
Can
Can we see the
spot hidden
Cornthwaite
check from
estate
each of
from
you?
here?
A spot hidden trick, you say, sir?
D100?
Yep,
Yes.
always.
It's always a D100 on a skill check.
99, I fail.
20
Okay.
versus a 54, I succeed.
actually fail.
Okay. Yeah, sorry, just thinking. Jim,
Yes.
you get the sense of being watched.
Oh.
Is it a cat?
There's
Kitty cat?
actually.
No, it's a duck.
Can I have another spot hidden roll from you
me?
as well?
From-
Yeah, from each. All right, I'll give you 2 from each of you.
It's a 41 against my 54 succeed.
Fucking failed again.
Ooh, 6 against my 51. Yay!
Epic
Okay,
succeed.
it is eerily silent. You are the
No
only
animals.
noise. You three are the only noise that is hearable anywhere.
Well, I
Good
would
God.
expect
Good
that.
God.
in a
Stop
town where
breathing
everyone's
so loud.
Pretty much, actually.
breathing intensifies.
This place was spooky before. Now this is just terrifying.
You have a sudden look up towards the place you saw shadows in the night. The roof is gone, though.
Oh, thank God for that. That means the shadows can't get on the roof.
No, it doesn't.
Stop trying to persuade me out of it.
Oh, the shadows are not necessarily constrained by physical factors. They may be able to float on the illusion of the roof.
What? Why are you trying to spook me, sir?
No, I'm bored.
It's easy.
Eyes on the road.
I've just spent 4 hours driving along the bloody highways to find this place, and there's nothing here.
Taking my car, jeez.
It also occurs to you that there's no plane here at this point, and neither can you see any signs of your 2 companions, who should have been here at least 2 hours ago by your reckoning.
I think we should sneak up to the Cornthwaite estate and, kind of peer around the corner and see if there's any activity there. Any signs of encampments? They have to be staying somewhere here, and since it seems it's all tying back to certain people.
I'm checking something here.
Okay.
I'm going to point out to Howard. No,
Jim.
Howard's in the plane.
Jim.
Jim's driving the car.
I keep forgetting. I'm going to point out to Jim the general landmarks.
Okay, the general landmarks, the graveyard and and a small church apparently are still mostly intact. There's definite signs of charring, but it seems to be the only building that has survived, definitely intact. You can see the old high street where the remains of a sheriff's office, the Gamwell Gazette, and the lawyer's building were. You can also see the town hall where at least one of you was locked up. But that's just completely fallen in on itself.
So, say we should.
There's also a library as well, although what remains of it has to be said. It's missing 3 walls.
So it's just a wall.
And most of the bookshelves.
It's a very large library
You can
shelf.
still see the remains of the bookshelves, though most of them have been charred and burned to pieces. They've been nailed down, so this way they're still standing.
What's this
Okay.
estate you keep going on about?
The Cornthwaite estate.
Yeah. Mr. Cornflake, where's he?
Mr.
I listened to
Cornflake.
those. I
That's
listened to those
very
recordings.
right. That was a mansion
Mr. Cornflake.
actually in town. That's a mansion. A few
The
miles
Gamwell
down.
mansion is about a mile down one of the roads right past the cemetery.
Well,
Yeah,
Debbie
quite.
wanted to check it out. There's
I
nothing
think we
here.
should. I think we should look at the cemetery and the church and see why they seem to be spared.
Just
I-
a general rule, they were the only real heavy stone buildings in town.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna believe that it's because they're holy sites. I reckon we should camp in the church tonight.
Well, yeah, but it's not night yet. It's still like early evening.
It's
at
half
latest.
5.
Yeah.
We have
It's a
time
good
to.
idea. I'm just
Oh.
suggesting where we should stay for the night. We do stay for the night.
So are we just going with
I'm
Debbie's
just-
idea and checking out this cornflake guy?
Yeah,
Uh,
his house.
Yeah, we're gonna check the mansion, I suppose, but it's probably
Yeah.
dead.
Okay.
Well, point me in the right direction and I will drive us there. One of you who knows where it is, because I've never been to Gamwell.
Oh, you haven't? I thought you were.
No, he hasn't. But they.
I will direct him to there.
Okay, so you now go heading down the path to Gamwell.
In the car, or are we walking?
Howard and
In the-
Lazarus.
Howard is jogging,
Yep.
checking a car.
You've been continuing on the general direction. You've had a rough bearing of where it was supposed to be, and you've been mostly following that. It's still light enough that it's starting. The shadows are getting a bit long, and it's getting eerily silent. And you haven't seen people in at least half an hour. There was a couple of angry people shouting at you as you left the first farm, and even more as you trampled through one of the others. But you haven't seen anybody in about an hour.
You're in the sticks.
Huh.
You've been passing through farms, and they're obviously, well, actually, most of the farms around here seem to be dying, or most of the vegetation has gone to wither and rot, basically. And it's becoming more and more pronounced as you get closer to where you think Gamwell is. Can I have a spot hidden from the both of you?
Yep.
D. Okay.
Hold
I'll
up,
do one.
I'm
I'll do one for Dylan because he's out there. But
Right, hello.
oh, hello.
I passed.
Okay. You see a figure in the distance, probably about half a mile in one of the fields in front of you.
This there.
I also passed their spot hidden.
Yep, you spot it as well. It's slightly off off the route you were going, but you just see him there. You see something there. Probably a person. Seems to just be working part of the field. But he's the first person you've seen in an hour.
Should probably introduce yourself.
We're just
Or-
gonna go talk to
It's
him.
too
until-
far away.
Ask him who he is.
Until we, because we're not in Gamwell yet, I'm assuming we're still on the way there.
No, though
Yeah.
you can see the outline of the Cornthwaite mansion in the distance.
Right, I want to try and avoid detection.
Okay, so you're going to try and sneak past him. He's a bit far away, but still, I'll give you a benefit.
Oh yeah,
to
I'll
this.
just give him a wide berth.
Okay, can I have a double sneak roll then?
From the both of us?
Yeah. Your sneak skill is effectively double for this roll.
Well, assuming
because-
you also want to sneak, yeah.
So my sneak is a
I think it's 20%.
99, and I got a 56.
You're the most obvious sneaky person ever.
Hooray!
Okay.
That's an accomplishment.
As the shape of whatever it is getting closer, and now there are two of them.
They just multiplied out of nowhere.
Well, either he didn't see the first one, or it's got up, and actually, as you're looking in that direction, you see something kind of shaking itself from the... Almost if it was lying on the ground and has just now gotten up. And all the shapes appear to be moving closer.
They're springing from the ground.
Right, I'm gonna get my damage dice in preparation.
Okay, so you're... Howard is running.
Monsters.
I'm gonna run as well.
Okay. Con times 5 rolls.
Con times 5.
Oh, wow.
What do you mean
Roll
by
against
that?
5 times your constitution.
Constitution. Yeah.
Okay.
This is Howard said, oh wow, I imagine something...
I said 98.
Okay, you trip.
And faceplant.
Yeah, you don't get too far.
It's Jeffrey all over again.
It is Jeffrey all over again.
Poor
I got my
Jeffrey.
damage dice out.
Lazarus?
I pass.
Okay, Lazarus has sprinted off much
I passed
faster
an
than you.
81, 85.
Sorry, I was just checking your actual constitution stats. Lazarus, your constitution's only 6. You need a 30 or less.
Oh wait, Constitution. Oh shit.
Yeah, con's the endurance of
I
keeping
did
running.
Dex, not Con.
Ah.
I did Dex, not Con.
Okay,
Whoops.
so you both stumble and trip. The shapes are now
Yeah.
visibly almost running towards you, and a fourth has joined them. As
They're gonna
they
eat our
are
pirate.
shambling towards you at a reasonable rate, and they do not look human anymore.
Martini Henry.
They're not moving properly, at the very least. Your actions?
Get up and run.
They're still some
Okay.
distance from you, about a quarter of a mile behind you.
Right, well, I could give running one more chance.
Yeah, I'll give running another go as well.
Okay, con times 5.
Everyone's a fail. Better look.
Move it, move it, move it.
Fail.
Fail.
Okay.
You just
Oh,
hit
dear.
They're closing the
fucking
gap
suck.
on you massively. You're just too tired to
So you
really
got
run
6,
from them.
Connor, Con. Because I got 5.
Yeah.
And also, you have been trekking across country for the last 2 hours. But yeah, they're bearing down. You recognise them as the things you've already encountered before. They're creepers.
Martini Henry. Martini Henry.
Sanity checks.
Yeah.
Oh boy. This is gonna hurt.
Just gonna speak like a girl.
Connor 2.
We sounded like you failed, but you actually passed. Does Connor. But okay. So you both steal yourself for that. Take 1 sanity loss each. So what are your actions?
Martini Henry.
You've got 2 or 3 rounds before they're on you, if you don't move.
2
You
or
also
3
know you're-
rounds.
And you're still quite a way away from the mansion.
Yeah, Martini Henry to blow him out.
I have a spot hidden from both of you as well.
Yep.
Yep, fail.
I passed.
It's a really unlucky dice.
One of the creepers, the one at the back actually, is wielding a shotgun.
No, they have ammo.
I aim at that one.
It's at least carrying one. It's that.
Have they learned how to use it yet?
It also seems different than the other one somehow.
I'm gonna point at it, shaking a bit, nudge Dylan and say, "It has a shotgun."
I know, I'm aiming at him.
Aiming at it with what?
My Martini Henry.
Oh, you're rifling.
Yeah, I told you like 4 times we're getting the Martini Henry out.
Okay, so you've got a rifle shot then. I'm not quite in. Actually, I should probably put you in Constitution order at this Dexter order at this point. So, Connor, you have the first action.
I have the first action.
Yep, first action is combat.
All right. I am going to light and toss one of the grenades, the makeshift grenades I have.
Okay, throw roll.
It's a salt grenade, right?
This is like anything
No.
we've had experience before
Oh.
somewhere else ahead of time. You might want to get ready.
All right, I passed with a 34.
Phosphorus.
Okay,
Just.
just one of your homemade ones.
Yeah, I think it is. It's homemade.
Yeah.
We didn't buy any.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you roll 3d6?
Mom was old-fashioned and hand grenade.
Kaboom.
They're delicious and homegrown.
5.
Well, we're fighting homegrown enemies.
Fine, did you say you rolled a 5?
No, 9.
Oh, 9. Okay. That sends the front 3 scattering in different directions. They all sort of fall into the low, decaying crops, and they've all gone to ground at that point from the explosion. The one at the back, actually, it's not his action yet, so Howard's your next.
Right. How does aiming work? Like, can I like spend an action lining up the shot to like double my chance to hit or something?
Bear with. I'm going to see if you can. Precision aim. No, it's got rules for unaimed shots, but it's presumed you're aiming for most of them, to be fair.
Okay, so I'll take a shot then.
There might actually be rules for that, but I didn't find them in just that quick look, so...
Oh, I passed on a 2.
Okay, roll damage.
I'll check myself for that.
Yep, that's a check for that, by the way. Yeah.
Alright, and that is a D8 plus D6 plus 3.
Yep.
Right, that is 8 damage.
Okay, bullet impacts, and he's now visibly bleeding. With actual blood from a plant, which is odd.
That is odd.
His response is to unleash an eldritch scream at you and begin charging.
Oh.
He's now definitely drawing his shotgun, almost determinedly. He's going to be on you next round.
Plug him.
Shoot him in the nuts.
You still got that Thompson?
Well, the body he's in does have nats.
Yeah.
This is true.
Why wouldn't I have the Thompson?
So you're going to switch weapons for Thompson then?
Yes.
Okay.
He's already switching weapon. He's not got a weapon in his hand anymore.
Make a dex times 2 roll.
Dexterity times 2.
Gotta get the draw on him.
I barely fail it.
Okay, then you barely get it up to... Then depending on what happens next time. Alright, Howard.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, your gun takes a couple of rounds to fully reload, so what are you doing?
Would it be quicker to reload it or quicker to swap out to the revolver?
Probably,
So
but you're not going to be
revolver.
doing either of them this round.
Well, I can drop the Heinrich on the floor and swap out and put out the revolver, but not fire this round, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so I'll do that then.
Okay. Okay, the creature slams into Howard, knocking both of them to the ground. You take 2 damage from that. Howard?
Yep.
Oof.
Lazarus, your round.
Alright. I'm going to... Wait, is the one on top of him?
Yeah, the one with the shotgun's now on top of him.
I'm going to aim at him with the Thompson and fire.
Hope it doesn't go through him.
Well, almost
Should be a
certainly
lock
will.
roll involved.
Okay, bear with. So, precision fire or burst fire?
Burst.
Okay. This could be amusing.
It could be.
Wasn't it you who shot me in the leg at the start of this?
Yes.
That was
Oh,
the hand
good lord.
Thompson.
Totally.
You would have realised it was the Thompson.
Okay,
Yeah.
roll
Every time
roll
it's
a roll attack roll.
Okay, that's
It's very good.
machine gun skill, right?
Yep. Actually, hold on. Let me check.
81 pass.
Submachine gun is the.
Oh, blackjack.
It's alright. Okay, roll a d8.
D8. 8.
You rolled an 8.
Yep.
Okay, he's blasted to smithereens. I'm not even going to bother rolling damage for that one. Yep, so you use up a reload on Thompson and blast it to smithereens. It wails in pain, flails its tentacles around. The shotgun goes flying at this point.
Didn't actually fire it, so I don't know if I can use it or not.
Well, you don't know. You shot it before it had a chance. Though from Lazarus's perspective, it was about to give you. It was manoeuvring it to move it basically towards your belly, so it might have been trying to fire it at you. Who knows? Right, next up, what are you doing?
Is it? I'm going to look over myself for first aid. Or anything, actually.
Okay, so you're going to administer first aid to yourself.
And I pass 68.
You're quickly able to ascertain. You just took a quick knock, you're a bit stunned. You heal 1 hit point from that.
Right.
Anything else?
Well, I was going to see if is this the same sort of creature, or is this a slightly different version of it? Like, I'm just going to look over it. Does it look the same?
Yeah, the bulb in the middle is, well, it's been blasted apart by machine gun fire. It's bleeding blood, which none of the others seem to have done. And because of that, it's very, very red right now.
What if it had
But
just
it's still sort of surrounding itself. I mean, actually, that's one thing that's slightly different. The others you've seen thus far have mostly been sort of skeletons with plants inside them.
Yeah.
This still looks almost like there's a person
That's
the
what I was
plant
gonna
just happens
suggest.
to be in.
I think this is one person's been implanted before they were killed.
Are you sure it's
That's creepy.
You can have a Cthulhu Mythos roll if you want.
For throwing out random speculation.
Yeah, because I'll be able to confirm whether it's right or not.
Right. Can't. Damn,
Pig.
went underneath the bait.
He's throwing dice
No.
away.
No, it was wrong. Oh, sorry, it was a 21.
You don't have any insight on whether your speculation is true or not.
But it just seems like that's what it was. And I know nothing about these things out of character either, so again, my character's throwing around speculation as much as I am.
You're all clueless.
You can just make out in the distance somebody driving up to the Gamwell mansion at this point. The Gamwell mansion, or at least the walls of the Gamwell mansion that you can see out here, still seem to be intact. Or the walls around the estate, anyway, which is what you've been sort of working towards too. But somebody's seemingly driving up there already.
Is that us?
I imagine.
It could be.
Well, actually, might not be.
I hope so.
Did you guys say you were driving to Gamwell?
Well, you knew they were.
Well, I didn't know they're going to drive right up to the mansion.
Maybe.
Well, there you go. You don't know, do you?
Alright, I
You
guess.
gotta go find out.
What about the other ones?
The other ones?
What about
I
the
don't
other
care
ones?
about those.
Well,
We've not seen them
there
able to
were other
communicate
plant
in any way.
monsters.
We've not seen them able to communicate in any way, so I don't think they can give us away. And if they could give us away, I don't know if they're gonna be much more help than the explosion was at revealing that fact.
Technology-wise, I think it's a
I'm
bit
more worried
too
about
bad.
them getting back up, to be honest.
They just ran away, didn't they? They didn't scatter.
They were
Oh, they're
scattered by the
aren't they?
explosion.
Oh, wait, so they actually killed them.
Yeah, that doesn't mean they're gone.
You can go back and
Well.
check if you want.
No, it didn't kill
What do you mean by scattered? Do you mean they ran away, or do you
I mean, there was
they
an
were blown
explosion
apart
right
and
in
scattered?
front of them. They scattered.
Right, yeah, that's what I thought. So I don't care about chasing them
They were
down.
scattered by the explosion.
It dispersed them.
They did not run from the explosion. The explosion caused them to violently move in certain directions that were not of their choosing.
Right, okay. Getting it.
But you haven't seen them move since then.
Well, we could run up and plug some bullets in there if you want.
I wouldn't get closer to them.
That might be a good idea.
Right, we're gonna check out the dead ones.
Okay.
Yeah, well,
Potentially
maybe
dead.
dead ones.
Immobile, at least.
Okay.
For now.
2 of them you can definitely find and are definitely dead. The last one, though, is just a skeleton.
Is it? No. Well, that's okay.
The plant pod thing is not in it.
The plant thingies.
The plant
That
ran
could be
away.
creepy, potentially.
The plant escaped and left the skeleton.
I go smash the skeleton's head into my blackjack.
Okay. Can I have a sanity check for both of you, actually, at this point?
We're just checking the bodies, or for me to smash the head.
Bit of both.
Pass.
No.
Lose a point to sanity for that. And yeah, you just have shivers that he's just decided to smash somebody's head in, even though he's dead.
Shaking in your boots.
To be honest, I kind of agree with him, but
But you're too scared to admit
In the
it.
meantime, though, silence.
Well,
I suppose
Okay,
that's always good.
I'm gonna scout out the vehicle, and because it's driving towards the house, so I'm gonna scout out
There's
the
still,
outer
it's still a good
perimeter.
mile and a bit away from the mansion, really, at this stage, but you don't,
Well,
you're
yeah,
close enough to be able to
yeah,
see that somebody's driven
then.
up there.
Do you have binoculars?
Oh, hang on a second.
I'm hanging on a second, Dylan.
We're all hanging on with bated breath, Dylan.
With
Oh no, that's Jeffrey. Okay, never mind. I thought I had a spyglass
Jeffrey is
on
4
me.
years in the future and halfway across the globe, so no.
No, I thought I had a spyglass in my inventory, but that was Jeffrey that had a spyglass.
God
And
darn
he
it.
will
God
be
darn it,
dead
Jeffrey.
in 5 years.
Very violently. In the meantime,
Assuming
though,
we actually manage to save the world.
That
You've
might
now
have been a
driven
useful thing to
back
grab.
up to-
I can look through my microscope lenses.
okay.
Well, I don't think I would've brought that with me.
As that's been happening, possibly, the three of you have now driven up to the entrance to the Gamwell estate. There is a large,
It was us.
there's a large imposing gate, and there is a chain across it again.
Okay. And it's locked.
Looking through the gate, you can see the overgrown shrubbery. This, in fact, is slightly odd in that everything in there seems to still somehow be alive and not suffering the decay which seems to be affecting everywhere else. In fact, this area doesn't seem to have been scorched.
It's Sheriff Buttocks is back. He's put the lock back on.
Sheriff Buttocks.
There is a 20... Well, there's a high wall... No, I don't know why I said 20. There's a high brick wall around the entire estate, which covers a large area, including the mansion at the back. You can see just about in the behind the shrubbery and all the overgrown moss and things that the house still stands.
Okay. Are there any cars in the parking?
So they're clicking their mouse.
The
and stuff.
driveway.
It's possible there might be some inside, but you can't see anything out.
Okay. Any fresh tire tracks leading up to the house? Is it a paved driveway?
It's paved on the inside, though overgrown with moss and other plants.
Okay, so it would be obvious if tires went over it recently.
It looks very similar to how it was last time you were here, in all fairness.
Hardly looks changed.
I mean, the plant, obviously through the seasons it's changed because of that, but yeah.
Can I spot the creepy shed?
No, because Creepy Shed was inside the area in any case. That was something you discovered upon searching the grounds.
Oh, right, yeah.
But you know where it is, you could find it.
Okay, so should we go in? Is it locked again?
Yeah, there is a lock again, and lock and chain on this again.
We would have to climb over the wall.
Or just shoot it like last time?
No, that's announcing our arrival.
Sorry, so we've arrived at the gate, have we?
Yes.
Yeah. We don't want them to know.
And it's a locked gate.
There is a
Shooting
lock on
things
the
is
gate.
And
It's
I'm
not
in
the
a
most
car.
inclimbable thing possible, and yes, you have a car. And while the gate is imposing, what you're thinking of probably would knock it down.
But it would make noise and let them know we're here if they're here.
I have the crowbar of awesome.
Well, okay,
It's
you
true, he does.
can. I'm not opposed to a crowbar.
I'm incredibly tempted to just ram raid the.
Dylan has sent me a rather amusing private message.
Has he really?
He has.
Suspicious.
Uh-oh.
So, paranoia.
You
Yes,
can't
paranoia.
buy disaster this way. You can't buy disasters in this game, Dylan's.
Or can you?
Yeah, probably you can. If it amuses
Shadow
you.
has stated multiple times that if you do something amusing, he will allow it.
In Paranoia, this is Cthulhu.
Yes, and
I'm-
Cthulhu
I'm
has to be a
not-
bit more
not trying-
real
I
world
imagine
basis.
it's still-
But only a little.
If you're gonna ram it, let us brace.
No, don't ram it. Use your crowbar.
Well, it's not going to be really that much less subtle than ramming it. And ramming it has far more shock effect if anything is actually there.
Yeah, but we don't want them to know we're here.
I have a feeling
This
they
is
might
probably
already
fine.
know.
I suspect they probably do already know we're
The
here.
car
Yeah,
is
spot
very,
hidden from
very
the three of
loud
you.
in this very quiet place. Sorry?
Can I have a spot hidden from the three of you?
You
Yes.
certainly can.
I failed again. These rolls, man.
58. 7,
Yeah, I
I
fluffed it. I
failed that.
fluffed
So all
it.
you failed.
70 versus 54, yes, I failed.
It's Gamwell again. We're gonna fail all the spot hidden most of the clock.
Oh, no.
Okay, no worries. Carry on.
Go down, Gamwell.
So, ram raid. I mean, he won't mind. He's dead, right?
That's what you were
But the
going here the first time to
cultists
find out. And you
The
didn't,
cultists
obviously.
aren't good.
We don't know if he's dead.
Well,
You never found
you
that
may as well
out.
make enough noise to wake the dead and see what happens then.
Oh, jeez.
Charge!
Glad I have my running shoes
Drive
on.
check.
Drive check. It is 13 against the 70.
Yeah, you're easily able to ram yourself into the gate. There's a slight thunk, a loud clang as the gate falls backwards. You've knocked down the gate.
Victory!
I'm going to fall into the back seat.
It's an Austin 12. It doesn't particularly have one, but okay.
But yes, you've very subtly smashed the gate
Smashed the
down.
gates in with my car.
Subtly.
Did anything else happen?
There was a loud bang.
Can I spot hidden
And you're
again?
technically in the drive. Well, on the drive. But yeah, you. Oh, you want to spot hidden again?
Yeah,
What
I
are you,
want to
look,
look
what are you
around.
looking for exactly, and where are you looking?
I'm looking around the general vicinity to see if anybody has taken note of the noise we're making.
Okay.
Oh, I failed.
Okay. You don't find anything out of the ordinary or anything unexpected.
Alright, so I'm oblivious at the moment.
I'll give you that. That didn't seem to startle any animals or anything.
Well, there are no animals. They've all
Start
taken
with me.
off.
Well, other than you.
They all took off.
No, there aren't any animals here, seemingly. Though this area is
Yes,
actually...
that's what
You
I mean.
see it telling here, this is more
Yes,
plant
definitely.
life than you've seen in the last couple of miles.
That's what I mean, is there are no animals left around to get startled.
Has anyone else wondered where our comrade in arms are?
Mm,
Maybe they fell apart like your car.
Listen, we're going to go into this again. I can explain to you why that car is great.
This is where I would insert a little flashback scene where somebody is stealing the tyres off of that car. But, carry on.
Good as new.
yeah.
Yeah, are we going to go on our own, or are we going to find our comrade?
Yeah, I think we should approach the house cautiously.
Okay. Can I have a natural history roll from you? I think you passed this the first time around. I'm just going to make sure of things.
Okay, 45 out of 50. Yay!
Yep. All the plants seem quite natural here. There are a few creepers and vines and things which are only generally encountered in the tropics. Or jungles. I think you learned that from last time.
Yeah.
Total absence of bird or animal life. Yeah, other than that, pretty much as last time, I think.
So it didn't tell me anything I don't already know?
No, I think you already knew that from last time. I'm just making sure of that.
You're making sure I know what I know?
Well, yeah. I was making sure you knew what you knew.
Okay.
We're in the same encounter again, and I had the same sort of encounter boxes available, so I might as well make sure you know all the fluff at least.
Okay. Who's gonna get out of the car
So you
and
have
go?
a wide, overgrown driveway leading up to the house.
The virtual reality simulation.
You have a spot hidden again.
From everyone?
Yeah, if you fail this time, I'm not going to give you another chance at it, though.
Ooh, 18! I succeed!
13, I very much succeed.
Okay.
Someone walking straight at us?
There was a flickering light in one of the windows. Just briefly. Almost a lantern or candle, perhaps, possibly. But there was a flickering light there.
Tell everyone to get down.
The front right window. This area...
What's the point of doing that?
There's a room it's a room you've been in before. It's a library, which I think actually is on the left, but don't worry.
We didn't get very accurate layout maps
I'm gonna
last
pull
time.
I haven't got my rifle out. I've got my rifle out.
Okay, so you're drawing your rifle.
Definitely.
I reload my gun after the fight, by the way.
I've
Okay.
got my handgun.
Did we decide who got those 2 rifles, by the way?
Yeah, I got one, and I think... Oh, actually, I don't know who
We
they
better
are.
have had one, otherwise he just used it in the combat.
Because... Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, he did get one because he sent us on an errand to get him one, kind of. But ended up.
I was the one who like bought it, so
Yeah.
I definitely got it.
Yep, he has one. And I got my other shotgun, my sawed-off shotgun.
Okay.
But I've also got my regular shotgun since we stopped it back at my house before we came here, and my handgun. But I'm gonna draw my handgun.
I think maybe it's Connor then, because I'm pretty sure you turned it down, Snoops. Oh, actually, no, I think Marion has it. 'Cause I'm pretty sure you turned it
Somewhere
down,
there's
Snoops,
another
if you had a
rifle,
rifle. Because you have your Enfield, don't you?
At this point, for convenience sake, Howard Lazarus, you've arrived at a smashed down gate and note the car stuck in it.
Oh God, why couldn't they have been stealthy?
Hooray!
I
You
suggested
can see
more.
them a little further up the path.
Finally, our other party. The
sorry,
rest of
I'm
it.
back. Someone cover.
No, that's right. Howard and Lazarus have just arrived at the gate you've smashed in.
Okay, so who's got this rifle? Have I got one?
You've got one out, yeah.
No questions about the missing plane.
I'm gonna strap my spare. I'm gonna strap
Actually,
my.
no
DN
questions
when I come
whatsoever.
back then. So I've got 2 rifles on me.
Just gearing for war.
I'm a soldier, damn it.
Well, in your case, it's justified then.
Marigen has a sawed-off
I finally
shotgun.
shot something. The
I have a
first time I ever
sawed-off, yeah.
shot something.
I'm gonna put some mud marks on my face to make me a little less easy to identify.
Some mud on your face.
Okay.
So you're gonna reach out the car door and pick up some mud.
Disguising myself.
Okay, all this from one potentially flickering candle.
He's gonna roll around in mud.
No, we've been here before. I've been in that house. I wake up with cold
Yeah,
sweats about this house.
Yeah.
Oh, Marigen's got the Salt shotgun. That's what he's got. He's got the short shotgun.
What's on?
Yeah.
Sawed off, yeah.
Has it got?
I've got a
has it got it
regular
loaded with
soda.
salt shells?
Yeah, we made
It's
it.
loaded with
last
salt shells,
time.
yeah.
Okay, no worries.
Well, I assume I have both normal shots and salt shots, but
But if it's loaded with salt ones, fine.
Well, it does have to match which one he wants it to load with.
I must say it's loaded with standard ones at the minute. But
Okay,
I
no
have
worries.
salt. I do have salt if I want to reload with salt.
I'm gonna get out of the car quietly and sneak up towards the house with my handgun poised.
Okay, sneak roll.
I'm going to stand at the back with my rifle
6.
and survey the...
Okay, you are very stealthy as you lead up.
I'm checking my corners.
I'm tempted to patrol around the perimeter wall.
You want to go back around the wall?
Hang on a second.
I just want to like investigate the perimeter of the house, like around the not the inside of the wall, but the outside of the wall. Yeah.
Okay, you can go and examine that. It'll take you a little while, but
Yeah, I know.
okay.
So
Howard's gone off by himself to
I'm actually
examine.
going to have the right. I'm getting my revolver out for this.
Okay, he's going to have to examine the outer wall. And,
do I successfully make it up to the door?
Well, you are. If I just want to know what everybody else is doing.
I just had
Wait
the
in
idea
the
of doing
car for
that
something
because
interesting to happen.
they
you're
shouldn't
still
know
in
we're
your
here.
car.
They're in the car watching.
You're just sort of looking blankly ahead.
I'm going to walk up to the car and tell them that, yeah, you're going to have a lot of work to do on that plane if we can even get it back.
Get it back?
If the plant monsters haven't learned to fly it by then.
Well, I don't think they can.
Trust me, I don't think it's going anywhere.
Your plane is more fucked than my car.
I wouldn't say that. I at least I have a plane.
At least your plane has tires.
Actually, that's kind of the crux of the problem.
That's debatable.
Okay, you're now at the front door.
Okay. Do I hear anybody or see anybody?
You can have a listen check.
Okay. 68 out of 28 I fail.
Okay, you don't hear anything.
Do I see anybody?
No, house
Does
still
the
looks.
door have windows?
Yeah, there are windows. You can just about see through.
Okay.
They're
And I
dusty.
don't-
They're dusty, but you can see through them just about. You can make out into the library, though. Most of the interior has been knocked over and smashed at this point.
I forgot, Shadow. Remember, we all have body armor and helmets on.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah,
Forgot
I think
about
this was established.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, we bought the
Yeah.
like army suit, the basic
The
army suit.
outfield store.
At the military surplus store.
Looking inside the library, you can see, and you were in the library, so you know this, that the walls have been broken apart, or at least smashed through by something. It almost looks as if a bomb has gone off, but the walls are still standing. The outer walls, at the very least. The ceiling has bowed completely down at this point. It's almost half. Yeah, basically the ceiling looks wrecked, bowed down from water damage. You'd guess. It looks in even worse condition than it did last time you were here by quite a significant margin.
Are there any plants growing in the interior?
Yes, actually, there's vines and creepers from outside which seem to have made their way into the house.
Okay. Are any of the plants appearing to be supernatural to me at this point?
No, other than the fact that some of them are not native to the US. No.
Okay. So you turned it into a big greenhouse. Is the door unlocked?
You going to try the door?
Yeah, I'm going to try the door handle quietly.
Well, quiet might be a little
Trying
optimistic.
to give it a turn.
As it creaks slightly as you push it open, but it does open.
Okay. I'm going to peer around the room carefully before entering.
Okay, it's almost pitch black inside.
I'm gonna start creeping up towards the door.
Okay,
Pitch black inside?
it's not pitch black, but the dusty windows are, and the fact there's plants all over them is basically meaning there's not a lot of light in getting inside.
We're coming back to Gamwell. I should remember to pack a step ladder.
Why do you need a step ladder?
The outer walls.
One thing that is new is that you can just see into the hallway there is a massive hole in the floor leading down to the basement.
How big is massive?
How big is massive? At least
That's a
15
good
feet.
question,
15
yeah.
feet. 15 feet across.
So it's sizable.
It's sizable.
I couldn't jump it.
I'd be surprised if you could, but
No.
you could have a go.
Yeah, you'd have to be an Olympic long jump person to jump it.
Or Air
Okay.
Jordan.
If I can't jump it, that's good enough for me. That's how I size things up.
So,
It's
are
pitch-
there any books left in the library?
Have you gone into the house?
Well, I'm peering in from the doorway.
There's a few that have been scattered, but I mean, to be fair, you're seeing into the hallway, not into the library at this point. But they're mostly it's a wreck in there, and most things that were in there have been scattered around.
Do I see any particular markings or drawings in this room? Can I see
Lots of marks of water damage, but other than that, no.
Okay.
There's a slight mild green green hue to a lot of the walls at this point, but that's about as good as you can make out in the gloom.
Okay. What are the guys doing? Are y'all just sitting
Well, one of
there
them's sneaking up
watching?
on you, but the other three are sort of doing their own thing. I'll get around to what Howard's time is like in a little bit.
I was waiting to see if anything would happen outside, but
Nothing
Assuming
seems to be
nothing
happening
actually-
outside, no.
nothing appears to be happening. Okay.
I'm going
Then
to light a lamp.
Okay.
Shotgun and
It is now getting
crowbar.
it is now getting dark, so
I'm
yeah.
going to shine it into the house.
well from
Is
that
Dylan gonna
distance
go
from a long
on it?
distance away, that does not a lot. Oh no,
Oh, I
actually,
thought-
you were sneaking up with them. Okay, the light now illuminates in, and you can see the stairs upstairs are wrecked, and well, what's left of the stairs is actually wrecked, it has to be said. You guess without a ladder, the top area is pretty inaccessible.
Okay. What about stairs going down anywhere?
You remember from last time the only probable door into the basement was in the kitchen, which is across the hall, through, over the gap effectively, and round, or going through the back door.
Okay. Hey, Dylan, wanna go through the back door?
So when's the
Dylan's not
ritual? That's
around,
tomorrow
actually.
night,
Dylan's-
isn't it?
The ritual
The
is
ritual
supposed
is
to be
tomorrow
tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Yeah, the ritual's tomorrow night, 10 p.m. It's now about 7 p.m. the night before. Or at least that's when the eclipse is going to happen anyway.
Okay. Oh shit! Everyone's sort of scattered about, are they? We all
Yes,
close
they are.
together.
Dylan's on his own.
I'll be so mad if it turns out to be a Girl Scout meeting.
Lazarus, what are you up to at this point?
And we've gone through all this. Psych!
I guess I'm the soldier. I guess I'm gonna.
Use that military experience.
Okay, I guess Lazarus isn't doing anything then.
Oh,
No, I did ask you what you were doing.
I guess
so-
I'll just. I heard a different name. Sorry.
That's
I guess I'll follow behind everyone else where they're going.
Okay, so the three of you are at the entrance of the house. Okay.
Uh-oh, he's looking things up.
I am looking things up.
Nothing good comes of that.
A
We're
few
looking
a
up
few good things
the
could
loot
potentially
table
come
for
of
the
this.
secret chest we have to find.
There is no loot table in Call of Cthulhu, I'm afraid. Okay. So you three are now basically into the hallway of the house. The door to your, well, the opening to your right leads into. Sorry, I'm just going to get this right. You can see into a cloakroom on your right, which is basically rotted through, and that also the wall at the back of the cloakroom leads into what appears to be the remains of a study or a storage
Yeah.
area, possibly. There are still
Like-
some artifacts and items in there, but it's, as I say, bombs. Everything's been scattered about.
My rifle was up my shoulder. I'm gonna start creeping creeping around
Okay.
as cautiously as I can.
Listen checks from the three of you.
Okay,
I fail.
listen is
Well, Marion, your listening's going to have to be from miles away. Yeah.
Well, I
Oh,
said
actually-
crowbar and shotgun at the ready. I'm going to follow them.
Oh, okay. No worries then. You're with the other three.
I actually passed it.
I passed with a 15.
What was my listen skill now? It was... No, I failed it.
Okay, those of you who pass hear a creak from in front of you, from in front of where you currently are.
Aim my gun at it.
Well, it's a wall currently, but yes.
Aim my gun at the wall. I also have a soul
These walls can't be that sturdy anymore, I mean.
It doesn't look it.
We'll probably attack through it.
I sort of signal everyone to stop, point towards the wall. Got my gun at it. I suppose that's a giveaway.
There's a very definite thud from in front as well, almost as if a door's just been slammed shut. And then frantic footsteps.
Which direction are
Which
the
seem to be heading
footsteps
down.
going? Down.
Down to the cellar.
To the basement.
You guess, because you can see the stairs in front of you aren't... nobody's coming down them. Or are they?
We can look down the hole and see where he's going and what he's doing.
The hole is pretty pitch black, but you can see if you can make out something out.
No, I've got a light lantern, haven't I?
Okay, you're putting a lantern down there, are you?
Yeah.
Well, pointing it down there.
Okay. As you point it down, sanity check.
Oh, fuck.
No.
Just from you, as you illuminate something. But sanity
Fuck.
check first.
86. I lose.
Anyone else looking?
Yeah, I'll look. I'll look and point my gun down there.
I imagine we would all realistically look.
Alright, sanity checks all around then.
4 less.
Sam, imagine!
What do we compare?
Success.
Current sanity?
No.
Yes, your current sanity. Those of you who failed lose 2 sanity
Do I gain sanity in the downtime at all?
as you illuminate a rotting, wet, damp corpse.
You can do,
Shut
but
up.
you won't have between these sessions.
Yeah.
Sorry?
Okay, then I succeed. Because my sanity before was 80, and I rolled an 82, and my sanity cap is 82.
Wait, what?
No, your current sanity is at 80, you failed that.
But that's from last time.
Your sanity only goes down in this game, generally speaking.
You can
You get it up when you get it when you win a mission, or when you go to like a psychiatrist during
Yeah.
the
Oh,
downtime.
alright. Then I
Your
failed by
sanity,
2
generally
points.
speaking, only goes down, so yeah, it goes down by 2.
Okay. So,
As you
What is
eliminate
it?
basically, you eliminate a puddle with a rotting, wet corpse in it, which is
What?
decomposing.
Does it look like it's ready to start moving at us?
No, it doesn't look like it's going to be moving at all. It's
decomposing.
yeah, you just basically eliminate a large puddle which happens to have a body in it.
How
Oh,
close is
so
it?
the what?
Can I have a medicine check from the 4 of you if you've got that skill?
Okay.
Nope.
I think I've
I
got
have like 5%.
medicine. Yeah, I'll try it.
I fail.
No. I could do first aid, but
No,
Yeah,
he's a bit like first aid, and I was only allowing you to glean some info. He looks fairly old, but other than that, you can't tell much from the appearance. It's supposed to
what's
be
the
decayed
doctor
away.
to?
Sorry?
What's that doctor to? I need him to tell me if this man's dead.
Yeah, can I have a luck roll from Howard?
Yeah, fail.
Okay.
Damn it, doctor.
Can I have another luck roll from you?
Yay!
Fail.
Okay,
Ah!
I'll let you know what the result of that is, but I'm not going to reveal it just yet because that will affect what other people do for the moment.
Fuck.
Uh-oh.
So, you can see down into the basement. It's about a 10-foot drop if you wanted to jump down there.
Mm-hmm.
The entire area seems to be partially flooded. There's about there's a small amount of water, which is basically forming a small pool or whatever else, and you can now hear faint splashing in the distance.
How close is that corpse?
Well, it's pretty much the first thing you
10 feet
highlighted when
away
you
from
flashed
us.
it down.
So I couldn't drop salt on it.
Sorry?
So I couldn't salt it.
You could if you really wanted to.
Okay, I'm gonna try and
So you're going to carefully work your way around and just dump some salt on it.
just a bit. Yeah, a bit.
Okay. You drop some salt onto the corpse.
I feel a lot better.
It reacts in no discernible way.
Oh, good.
Sprinkle some in the water.
Well, he has done that, actually, because it's, as I say,
Well,
it's
the
about 6
corpse is
inches.
submerged.
Partially submerged, but yes.
I'm gonna go back. Okay, I'm gonna go and try and find. Actually, should I remember where the stairs down are?
Yes,
In the
you can
kitchen.
actually see into the kitchen, and you know the way down was there, but you couldn't get it open last time.
And you can't get across this whole.
No,
to
you
the
can,
kitchen.
just about.
Oh,
He has to
okay.
work his way around carefully, but he can do it. It's a large
Okay.
hallway area.
It's actually, I suppose, a rifle at the moment is to be really impractical. I should imagine it's going to be banging into the walls and stuff, isn't it?
Might.
Okay, who doesn't have a slung weapon in our little group?
I have a handgun.
I have a handgun and a shotgun and a crowbar of awesome.
I
I have
guess
a
I'm going to sling the second rifle on my back.
Well, actually, I'm gonna lend Snoopy
I'm
my
too-
soft-off shotgun.
I think, no, I just wanted the hands on it so that they could look after it. But I'm just going to sling it. I'm going to grab.
In terms of weapons, I've got 9 makeshift grenades, 2 makeshift pumps.
Well, you took all of the explosives.
Yes, I did.
You go
A
up,
large
you go up.
caliber pistol. A large caliber pistol and a Thompson. Oh, and a rusty axe. That was a
stand
later
there,
weapon.
Connor.
Basically, Shadow, I'm going to pull up my handgun and start going towards the cellar door.
Okay. So you're in kitchen, back door. Can I have a spot hidden from you?
Yeah, fast, 49.
Okay. You notice a vehicle parked around the back through the kitchen, through the gloom of the kitchen door. It's a fairly large vehicle and it's been positioned near the coal chute.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Does
it's
it look salty?
It looks like a dump truck.
the dump truck.
Somebody commented
How
on one of
full?
Shadow's videos, by the way, pointing out the fact that actually the cost of salt at that time would have been ridiculously cheap.
Yep. But that was Connor's logic at the time, and I had to go with that.
Does it look
Yeah.
like they've dumped all the salt into the thing? Is it like raised?
Well, it looks like the dump truck has dumped a large quantity of something.
But I'm going to assume it's salt.
It could have been fertilizer
You could
or
go out and check if
bodies
you really
or
wanted
something.
Are the others
Probably bodies to feed it.
Are the others following me, or are they sort of?
Well, I imagine they are.
I'm following.
Yeah,
in
we're
the
following you.
kitchen area, which looks about as
Yeah, we're
bad as
fo-
the rest of the house does.
Okay, I'm going to sort of signal everyone the way. I'm going to go and check it, and those guys can cover me.
Okay. I've got my gun trained on the door leading to the basement.
Yeah, I'm going to go and check the dump truck.
Okay. As you go to the back door, you notice there's actually a hole in the back brick wall, which has sort of been. Well, you guess based on military experience and knowing. I mean, admittedly you were a medic, but you've still seen exploded buildings and things. Somebody's tried to blow up the back wall of the Cornthwaite estate and has succeeded.
Okay,
And you can see tire tracks which lead from there in, which are obviously the dump tracks. You can tell that straight away. I'm going to give you that for free.
Yeah, they're probably big enough.
What's
It's not
behind
enough to
there?
drive
Just
through.
woods?
You can
they've-
see what from the remnants of it, a small amount of some powdery substance still left in the dump truck. Very little of it left.
But I can tell it's been driven into the house.
You've driven up to the coal chute, and yeah, whatever was in there was dumped directly into the basement from there.
Okay, yeah. I'm going to go
Can
back.
you identify the substance?
I guess I'm going to tell
Can I
the group
have a
that.
luck roll from you?
From me?
Yes.
Oh, jeez.
What about Howard? Howard is familiar with drugs and other
50%.
substances.
I rolled a 7.
You hear something by the gap in the wall.
I aim my gun at it.
Okay.
I make a very visible sign so if the others are looking at me, they can see
Can I have a
me
luck roll to see
pointing
whether they
at-
spot that? Luck roll from the three of you?
Okay.
Luck
A luck roll from me.
Alright.
Yeah, just to see whether randomly you're just looking around and notice Snoopy's silent beckoning.
No.
Succeed.
39, I succeed.
Okay.
I got 46 out of 85.
So Connor again is going.
I'm furious.
Connor is concentrating on. Well, somebody was concentrating on the door anyway.
I was.
Oh, for those that probably didn't notice or didn't care, I did start doing a Google Docs sheet.
Yep, I had noticed. Right, Howard.
Yes.
As you're exploring the outside of the house, and you eventually found this gap in the wall. Unfortunately, as you noticed that, you trod on something. There was a loud snap, and something snapped around your neck and pulled you.
Oh, God.
You are currently
Oh, boy.
hanging at this point and are strangling to death.
I have
I've been
to
rolling
have
constitution rolls for you, but being generous at this point.
Wait, so what do you want me to do?
I'm just saying now. I'm now letting you have control of the rolls, but basically you are now on a sort of a timer. Con times 8.
Alright. So you want to roll that?
Yep.
Did you see this?
I passed with an
No,
8.
but Snoopy heard something,
Okay.
and I'm
I
being
got an
overly
8
generous at this point.
Out of 40.
Okay, you pass for the moment.
I do have a lantern on me. If I've
You-
got...
You see something. Well, you see one of it. Well, actually, you wouldn't see that necessarily. All right, I'm going to give you this to you. One of the trees, something is pulling and yanking at it. It's
gonna
the
cautiously
tree sort of
towards-
overhangs outside the edge of the wall of the Corthwaite Manor, near where the gap is.
Okay, I'm going to go cautiously towards it.
I know, I was going to make my own gaps.
Okay, cautiously then.
Nice one, Paul.
And con times 7, Dylan.
Pass on 20.
Okay, you're still okay. As you get around, you notice there is a human shape dangling from a rope connected to the tree, seemingly. Or some form of thin vine.
Did Howard sort of say he was going out the back, or did he just
Yes, he told you this.
go? Okay. It's still going to be cautious, because I don't know what it
Con times 6, Dylan.
Pass on 20.
Okay, thankfully you're being lucky here for Snoopy's all cautious. What's going on? Oh, he's strangling to death. Let's just be cautious about this. What are you doing?
Guess I know it's him. I'm going to run and try and help him.
Okay, he's a bit high, but
I'm going to try and
there is
put my
something
hand on
gripping
his
onto him and pulling him up into the tree.
feet. Something.
Something. There's a vine wrapped around his neck and he's pulling him up into the tree. It is
I
currently
am
strangling the
going to-
life out of him.
I'm going to load some salt.
I'm going to pass Howard some salt.
How?
He's barely noticed you're there. He's strangling to death. Con times 5.
Okay, can I spot the trees? Can I start shooting into the
28.
tree?
Well, you
wait,
can
no,
if you
that's
ask
a
for your
fail,
action.
That's a fail.
They
So was
fail.
it con times 5?
Yep. Let me just
Oh no,
check.
sorry, I passed by 2.
Okay, that's fine.
No, I don't. Con times 5. No, sorry, I'm being an idiot. No, I do fail. 28 to 25.
Okay,
I'm going to start shooting.
take 3
at the
damage.
thing- Start shooting at the thing in the tree. That's not Howard dangling to death. Don't know what to do.
Okay. Make a shot roll.
Okay, what's my handgun? That's really okay. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I passed. 51 against 90.
Okay. You hit something. Dylan is dropped back to the ground and takes an additional point of damage from that.
2 lives unconscious, right?
Oh, you're now down to 2.
Yeah, I'm unconscious.
You fall unconscious from the fall. Yeah, some vaguely odd plant thing has now just... It's almost like a bulb with various vines thrashing about everywhere. Has just fallen back out of a tree. It's now clinging to walls and pulling itself back over it. It attempts to get away from you. Snoopy.
It's moving away from me.
Well, it's now sort of flailing vines around and now reclimbing the wall and tree.
It's reclimbing. Okay, I'm going to pull Howard away. Drag it away. Combat fall.
As you do that, it flings itself over the wall.
Okay.
That quickly?
Am I
We're
back
on
at
a
the
combat
group?
round
Is everyone
again?
if someone's covering
Well, he
it,
spent
then I
most of his
guess,
time doing that, and he's kind of out of combat for the moment.
I guess it's the first time I could.
You gonna try a first aid roll?
I'm going to break my.
The medic is going to make a first aid roll for the first time.
Hooray!
I passed my 2.
Pass by 2. Okay, that might be good enough. You restored 2 hit points, but Dylan's still unconscious for the moment.
Well, this isn't good.
Whatever it is, it's gone.
Is there a hole in the wall?
Sanity check from you, by the way, Snoopy.
Do you say there's a hole in the wall where the tree was
That's
then?
93.
There's a gap in the wall where they've
sorry,
driven the
I
dump
failed.
truck through.
93, sorry.
There was
So we
explosion
can
marks
escape
there.
that way, you think? So we can escape through the back?
Well, yeah. You're
Okay,
going
'cause
around the wall at the moment. There is a gap in the back of the wall.
Right, because I was trying to make an escape route through the back of the wall, but I guess there's one there already.
Yeah, there was. They blasted away in to get the dump truck there.
Yeah, I failed.
Okay.
Did I lose sanity?
You will. You'll lose a point of sanity for that. Can I have a Cthulhu Mythos roll from you?
From me here, let me just find out what I got. I got 29. Jeez, okay, let's roll. 72, yeah, no.
Okay, no worries then. Can't glean anything about what it was, but it's now back on the other side of the wall where the house is.
Does that look sort of familiar to what it was last time?
It kind of looks like the creeper things, only without a skeleton. It
That
moved
what, the
fairly
things-
fast,
the actual
actually.
Gamwell
But
house?
Is that one of the things that's been in people's chests?
Yeah.
But without the body around it?
So basically, it's like that we saw in the Gamwell house.
no, the Gamwell house was the big plant, was the big biomass monster with tentacles that could run through the house.
Oh.
But yeah, that attacks by strangling as well, actually. Still.
Yeah. But that was also
There was a
gooey.
lot of strangling going on.
Well, Dylan, when he wakes up, might be able to tell you why, but
Someone else might know why.
but who knows? Maybe that was it trying to find a new body for itself. Either way, there's no more sounds from in the house, as it turns out. And other than the commotion outside and the gunshots,
We heard someone running in there, so that's not good.
there was somebody running downstairs. You could hear the splashing, but that was it.
So I'm going to look at the group, and
Well, assuming you're going back to the group.
I thought they were coming towards me because Margin had the shotgun. No.
Well, I assumed I was following him, and that's why I was loading the shotgun. But you said it fled away before anyone else
It
was
has
in
now
combat.
fled back over at the house. You could try and track it, but it's now a plant in a load of overgrown creepers and vines and things.
My sheet, I'm not going to track a plant in a plant with 10%.
So we've got a problem here. Is we've got one who's down. What are we going to do?
Gotta hit him with something until he wakes up.
That would kill me.
We get him.
Depends what we hit him with. Does
That's
anyone
the,
have a water balloon?
Surprisingly, that wasn't in your list of preparations.
Damn it, it should have been.
I know.
Water balloons full of napalm.
So what do you guys think we should do?
Yeah, we'd have probably filled them with whiskey, to be honest, if we had water balloons, but it's just us.
Yeah.
I guess we're going to fireman carry Howard. He wakes up. Lazy bastard.
God damn it, Howard.
Remember, it's not tonight. We have to stop it.
Well, you've got the assault shotgun. You lead. I think at least we know there's
Wait,
someone.
I thought it was the night that we had to stop it.
No, it's tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night, officially.
This is our
Okay.
scouting run. It's supposed to be. That's why we're going to fly overhead and do some recon until the plane crashed.
It's sort of gone downhill since we started the recon.
Yeah, but that's just our way of doing things.
It is.
Shall we? So are we going back in? Are we going to rest, or are we going what?
I'm willing to go back in. I'm perfectly fine. It's just Howard that's fallen asleep.
You're gonna have to lead then.
Make a luck roll, Howard.
Make a what roll?
Luck
Luck.
roll.
Pass by 2.
Yeah, I'll say you can wake up at this point. You're a bit drowsy and drowsy, and definitely with your neck aching.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna dump him straight into the floor.
Don't actually, I can do a
Take 2
second
damage
first
and
aid
I'm
roll.
unconscious again. Hooray! Concussion.
I don't actually, I can do another first aid check for myself.
No.
Anyway, superior first aid skills. Right.
Too late.
It's too late. Arguably, you should
God.
be in hospital.
Let's get back in the
Yeah.
house. Let's get this over and done with.
Alright.
We have one night.
So, trusty crowbar and shots on off at the ready.
Okay.
Did
You
anyone find
are
some place
faced
for us
by
to
the
stay?
door to the basement.
Is it locked?
Are you going to try and open it?
Is Howard going to try and open? Is Jim going to try and open it?
Am I going to try and open the basement? Yeah, I could try and crowbar the door open if it's locked.
Oh, you haven't tried to open it yet.
Okay, well, you crowbar the door open. It wasn't locked, but still.
I said if it's locked.
Oh, okay, fine.
If it's not
I'm trying to
locked,
find you
then-
a use for your crowbar, which was actually, crowbar related.
I used it once at the start.
Sorry
and
about
off
Yeah. Honking someone over the head is a crowbar.
I
It
suppose
is-
so, but only video game terms usually.
Only in Freeman terms, yes.
Okay, the door opens and there's a
Who's in
narrow,
the
narrow stairway that leads down.
to the basement?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm
Is
the
anyone
one
being
holding a
strangled?
lamp here. Would somebody like to shine a lamp down there?
I'll shine torches down there.
Yeah, I'm going to shine a torch too.
Okay. As you illuminate the stairs, you
I guess,
notice they don't appear to be in very good condition.
At this point, by the way, I'm going to turn all my torches on.
Yes, it is now
How many
getting dark.
torches do you have?
It's
We
quite
lit
dark
up like
now.
a fucking house.
I've got 6 torches.
Is there in fact any sort of suggestion of lights or gas lamps or torches or anything of that sort in the house? Like
If they
light
are,
on the
they've been
walls?
smashed to pieces by this point. Honestly, but the house looks like a wreck.
Okay.
It is a wreck. Hmm.
It's somewhat amazing
Do
that the
we see
4
any
walls are
movement
still
from
up.
here?
No, it was some time ago that he ran down. You heard splashing.
Who ran? Oh yeah, the guy. Whatever, who it was. Yeah.
The only thing I will say, because you would have seen it from this point, he hasn't come back up through the hole in the hallway.
Okay.
You would have seen if he had. Presumably.
Or gone out the hatch in the back.
That's fairly difficult with his dump truck in the way.
Well,
It'd be a narrow fit
you
in
know,
any
pop
case.
into the dump truck.
It'd be narrow for him to crawl up through the in the coal chute. But
Okay.
I suppose potentially he could have done it, but no, you don't think that's doable.
Don't recommend we split up again.
Huh?
Seems like a bad idea based on the
Are you
strangulation.
suggesting some of you are not going into the basement now?
Oh, we're going down.
I think he's suggesting we're all going to the basement.
No,
Yeah,
we're all going, aren't we?
definitely.
Okay, let's have a
Alright.
marching order then.
Snoopy first.
I'll go last.
I would
I'm not
fucking
going.
I
shotgun
don't really want to
I
go.
agree.
I don't read the first one into the darkness. I'm going last.
Well, I'm not going first because I don't have
I'll
any
go
torches.
directly in front of Howard.
I'm going to cover the rear. Then we've
What?
got capable people at front and back.
I don't have a torch.
I'm capable. You should have seen my rifle
Take
shot
one of
earlier.
Howard's, he's got 16.
No, you
He's not
can't have
capable.
mine.
Probably bite me if I tried to.
While this argument happens, the world ends.
Okay, I'm pushing to second,
To
then
be
I'm
fair-
shining a light for Given my like to think you're on
To be fair, we don't need a torch when we have a Howard. He's got like 50 of them rung around his neck, illuminating everything.
Oh hell, I'm gonna take the torch from Snoopy and I'm gonna be first in line down the stairs.
Okay.
Bob and Debbie not taking none of your bullshit.
Nope. I only deal with bullshit on the farm, boys.
Okay. The stairs creak and almost shift as you walk down them. They're not very well maintained, and it's probably thankful you don't weigh any more than you do, because otherwise you'd probably go through them. They're not at all designed to hold people anymore. But you make it down, and there's a definite splash in the last step, because, as I said, there's at least 2-3 inches of water down here.
Okay. Is it see-through water? Can I see the floor?
Yeah, you can see through the water. It's not exactly the cleanest stuff in the world, though. And you
But
know that it's not the cleanest stuff in the world, because it's got a dead body in it somewhere, on top of everything else that was in the basement.
Yeah. Alright. Well, I can at least see if, plants are swimming through it towards my feet.
There are a few leaves and things, but it's autumn, so...
Okay. I'm going to shine the light around the basement and see what I can see.
Clearly means they are coming towards you.
Okay. There's a door leading, from the layout of the house, that would lead to a sort of separate area where the coal chute comes down through. The door itself has been smashed open and is actually in the middle, suggesting something came down there with enough force to, or at least there was enough of it that it just overwhelmed it. There's also, rather oddly, a large hole in the far wall. Basically underneath where the front door would be, presumably.
Leading into what? Just dirt?
Leading into darkness.
So it's like a tunnel underground?
Seems to be.
Oh boy.
You can see the remains of some drilling equipment which has been put onto the tables. The tables actually look newer than a lot of the other stuff you've seen upstairs, suggesting they were put there reasonably recently.
I suggest we clear the basement before we head into the tunnel.
You also
I'm betting
find the
he's
body
the guy
of.
down the
You also find a body, which, by the way, Howard needs to make a sanity check for.
Oh.
Hang on. I keep rolling onto the 20.
Because nobody prepared him for it.
Oh, yeah. Would it have made a difference?
It would have meant he would only take 1 if he failed.
Oh.
I'm going to prepare Howard by patting him on the back.
Failed, he loses free sanity for that.
Oops.
Yeah, if you're prepared.
Sorry,
If
Howard.
you're somewhat prepared for the madness, it kind of can lower the effect.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind. For the next time, and there will be a
Normally you're not prepared for it, though.
How many is it per I need to lose to have something go wrong?
5 is a temporary insanity in one go.
And what 5 in one go?
That's the minimum level for
'Cause
causing
I lost
temporary.
5 since we crashed.
Yeah, but that's not 20% of your total in an hour, so you'll be fine. Stop being such a worse. There's much more worse things that can happen to you.
Alright, well, I'm going to move cautiously closer to the big hole in the wall with the light, keeping an eye out and an ear out.
So it's a single room basement, I assume.
It's a lot. There is an extra room, but you can tell it's connected to the coal chute, and the door in any case has been effectively pushed through. You'd guess from whatever they dumped in there, just overwhelmed the small room that it was supposed to contain, and it's just pushed out.
Okay.
There's a slight odd taste in the air, which isn't damp as you'd expect.
What does it taste like? Is it salt?
I'll blow my
Kinda.
mouth. And
It's kind of salty.
I didn't know we were going to the seaside.
You kind of get that almost that impression, other than the fact that it's rotting and smelling down here, and also dead body, as I've mentioned many a time.
So we're going to Blackpool then.
Yeah, Blackpool.
The point I asked Howard, how long has that body been there?
Medicine check?
Is he coherent?
oh well, I'm pretty sure that is a fail.
You're not sure. It'd be difficult in any case because, water damage and whatever.
Yeah.
Like
Nice. That's a 95 on his rod.
I'm going to leave some salt on the stairs.
Okay.
Sprinkle it a little bit.
You sprinkled some salt on the stairs.
And the dog whined.
Yeah. He's going, don't go in there.
Nope, we're going in the tunnel, I think.
Yeah, I think
Okay,
so.
let's go.
Yep.
March.
Okay.
I'm taking my rifle.
The
out,
tunnel
by the
is
way.
about 8 or 9 foot wide and about that tall. It doesn't
I'm gonna re-get
seem
my
to
rifle
go an awful long way before you spot a door that's been put in place. They've sort of hollowed out an area and put a small wooden door in place.
Is it shut?
It is shut.
Is it locked?
It rattles as you open it, suggesting it is locked.
Did I put my... Listen.
Is it crowbar proof?
You going to try and crowbar it?
Can I listen to it first?
I'll let him listen first. Yeah.
The door swings open.
What did you roll?
Oh, sorry. Let's see. I rolled 47 against 64. Pass.
Okay. You hear an odd... You hear an odd, almost thrumming sound.
I think there's a big cat in there.
Cat?
Or a generator. I don't know.
You're hearing
A
something
generator
rhythmic
in
in
this
there, at
day
least.
would be incredibly loud.
Yeah.
Sounds just...
Who was that cat from before?
What would make a thrumming sound in the 20s?
Main thing, but a generator would make more of a sort of hugely agricultural diesel truck.
You'd definitely hear that.
Yeah.
Are you going to try and
That's
crowbar,
invaders,
and magic
maybe?
crowbar the door?
Can you like see through keyhole or something?
Is there
a keyhole in
There
it?
is a keyhole. It's that sort of door.
Okay.
Are there any cracks in the door to see through?
Well, the keyhole.
Yeah, so I'm going to take a peek through the keyhole.
Okay.
Climb up on the keyhole.
It's fairly dark in... Actually, no. There is a faint, almost orangey light from in there.
Okay.
You can... Seems to be a small stone room on the other side.
A stone room.
Or cement?
Or something that's been carved out of a stone, similar to the tunnel.
Okay.
You guess... But you can't tell a lot from what you're seeing.
Like someone paved it with cement inside?
No, they dug it out of the rock. There's a lot of plant life that's been sort of... You can see above you, plants are sort of seeping in, but
Okay.
a lot of this
Okay,
seems
well-
to be more rock than soil, if that makes sense.
I'm going to suggest that one or two of you cover the door while I pry it open in case there's anything on the other side of it that wants shooting in the face.
Alright, I'm gonna ready my Thompson then.
You're not too far away, but you guess you're now under the paved road, which is basically before the Cornthwaite estate.
I think someone should be pointing a gun towards the back of us, too.
Well, that's why I
You
said a couple
haven't
of
heard
you.
any splashes or anything from behind you other than the ones you've been making, so...
Yeah, well, we'd almost certainly hear someone splashing
Yeah,
around.
well,
in
I
the
wouldn't be
sort of,
I wouldn't be mean enough unless something was, say, crawling along the ceiling.
Howard, look that way.
Okay, you're going to crowbar
So
the
who-
door. Strength
who's-
times 3.
Snoopy's dropped from the goal.
Uh-oh.
We'll pick him back up in a moment. Anytime.
Strength times 3, so that's 32, 48. Oop, 9.
Okay, you crowbar the door open. You see, well, you see something a bit odd. I'm going to need a sanity check from you all when Snoopy returns. But I'll go through the rest of the room description. It's a small, circular stone room with a flat edge on the left-hand side, which is definitely wrong. It's glowing orange and seems to be almost shifting slightly, almost as if there's a waterfall effect on it.
The rock is shifting in orange?
Yeah, it's a light orange glow. It might be from the from a small torch that's beside it, but it's definitely glowing. The actual wall itself is actually glowing and shifting slightly. There is nobody else in the room, and there's a small table on the right hand side, but other than that, there is nothing else in the room.
I'm
Is
guessing
it the
it's a
blob?
gas, I'm guessing it's a gas.
Oh. Yeah, it might be. Plasma.
No, it's a plasma. It's a rip in the fabric of space-time. It's a gateway.
Yeah, sanity check from you all then.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Anyway,
36. I succeed.
73, I failed.
Okay.
And this is where I go wibbly wibbly. I don't. Oh, let's see. Yeah, I
Those who
failed.
fail lose 2 points of sanity because I roll pitifully low. Those who passed lose 1.
And Dylan starts to cry.
Oh, I thought they just.
I am
Nice and bright.
None of you have gone insane just yet, have you?
Dylan's? I don't know if Dylan's. I'm on
I'm
38.
getting really
I
close.
started on 32, I'm now on 26.
I've got 78 from 82. So I'm not doing too bad.
Yeah, you're pretty much unfaceable. You just
Yeah.
shoot men down in the field and don't give a crap.
Yeah, I'm very logical.
I think if we lose 1 point of sanity, then I've lost 20%.
So it turns out Farmer Debbie is really a Vulcan.
Yeah, indeed. A Vulcan who just likes to brutally murder people. So, the old Vulcan thing.
I didn't murder anybody.
Yeah, the old school Vulcans. She's a Romulan.
Yeah, clearly. Meantime, we're just stalling until Snoops comes back.
It's from your remaining sanity, right? Not your maximum sanity, the 20%.
20% of current sanity points lost in 1 hour.
Yeah, okay. So if I lose 1 more, then I've lost 20%.
That's within 1 hour.
Yeah, but I imagine it's been less than an hour since we landed.
Real
No,
life
you-
out
Way longer
or
than that.
game out?
It took you half an hour to basically catch up with these guys, so they were a bit slow, admittedly. I kind of compressed time a little just to get that together, but you know.
Well, if they were only halfway there walking, it would have taken hours. But
We were 3 miles
No,
off,
they were only
wasn't it?
3 miles away at the start, so it just took them a while to get their bearings and walk cross country.
not to walk 3 miles across country, reasonably speaking, yeah, it would take you about 30 to 45 minutes.
Wow, you walked across the whole country in a half hour?
Indeed,
Oh.
They Forrest Gumped it.
they did.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
Well,
just
if
going
we're
to
going
stop the
to do
recording for the
that,
moment.
then